Hi guys. So recently I received the Arknights concert merch, namely the Blu-ray box set for the I think it's called Ambience Synesthesia. I had to Google that word. Um, But anyway, recently I got this package of this box set, and I thought I'd do an unboxing video on it. But before that, I thought I would show you guys some of the stuff that arrived earlier, um, just shortly after the concert. So I got this tissue box, which is supposedly it's supposedly it's I think it's Xi's theme, dusk. It's dusk theme, and you can see the Chinese emblems and the Arknights logo and the 2022 Ambience Synesthesia logo here. Anyway, the way you use it is basically it's a cloth-like container, and you put your tissue right inside, and then you close this buckle, and you got a tissue box. Pretty straightforward. So there's that, and I also got this Texas themed, supposedly RGB mousepad, desk mat. Honestly, out of all the arts that came out of the last year's concert, Texas outfits was my favorite. So, despite I really didn't like, I really don't like RGB. I thought I would get this anyway. Anyway, let's unbox this. I actually unboxed this. I actually opened this before to test if it actually works, and it does. And now I'm just showing you guys how it works. So as you can see, it's the promo art of the concert with the Texas theme. This right here is Texas. This right here is Texas. In case you haven't figured that out. I actually don't know who the other characters are. I know this one is probably I forgot her name. The AOE healer. I think so. Probably. And this one is the 6-star jellyfish guy. Anyway, let's plug it up. It came with USB-C to USB Type A cord. And I will use a power bank to display how you to showcase it. There, it lit up. So now you can see there's um, this part lights up, this text lights up, all the rings lights up, and I think you could change the the RGB patterns with some sort of touch screen like or button like uh, with the push of this button. Yeah. So now it just changed the color. I don't know if you see that. Yeah, you can toggle the colors. I don't think you can. Oh, you can change the mode to have it have some sort of breathing, or I'm not sure if it has some sort of rainbow or twinkly colors. There's breathing pattern. Oops. I think I accidentally disconnected the power. Oops. Let me just reconnect it. Okay, now it's breathing. For an RGB desk mat, this actually doesn't cost very much. All in all, I think it's a pretty good deal. Also, I believe um, thi- this this part right here, this part with the lightning symbol, is supposedly a QI wireless charging platform. I will test it with my um. What can I test it with? Ah, I will test it with my AirPod. There, that's my AirPod. So, what should happen is, if I put it on, this indicator light should light up, indicating that this wireless charging is actually working. And it lit up. See? It lit up. So it does work. Yep, it does work. Let's check out what the other patterns are. So we got this. We got a slower version. We got the flashing. And then we loop back. So there you have it. The texture is it's alright. It's pretty standard for the desk mat. I think I will. I'm not really a desk mat guy, but I tried to use it for a couple of days, but I think it's not optimal because the length is too wide, and the length and the width is not proportional. It should have been longer in the width and maybe a little bit shorter, or it could stay the same length, but at least make it a little bit longer in the width, make it a little bit wider, was what I was going to say. Okay, I will scroll this back up. And on to our main event of the day. This Blu-ray box set. I think this part supposed to you can supposedly make an sort of 3D acrylic lit up set, but we'll see. It says Blu-ray box set 2022 Ambience Synesthesia Underlight Still Shadow, and it's the design is like a old TV set. You see, there's even a CD tray, and this I believe was called the AV slots. And on the back, it lists there's a Blu-ray and acrylic 3D painting, 5 signature board, 1 sticker pack, 1 PET what is this? Let me look up this word. I don't recognize this. I don't recognize this simplified Chinese word. Oh, it's film. It's supposed to be a film, I think. Like those old camera where they use those rolling film. It's what I believe it is, and acrylic attachment, and 5 invitation card. And without further ado, let's open it up. Immediately you can see the texture of this. So I suppose this is the acrylic painting. This looks like sort of a plastic window of sorts, and on top there seem to be 2 trays of stuff here. Up here there's 4 emblems of the themes they did in the concert, and up here is another set of logo. So I guess I'll check out the front one first. Oh, it slides right out. Let me put this here. Okay. So I suppose this is the 3D acrylic set. It has a little handle, cloth handle here for you to pull up. Oh, it's heavy. It is heavy. It is pretty heavy. Wow. I was not expecting of this weight. Oh my god. Okay. I think I'll have to do it like this. Okay. Now we have, yes, this is the 3D acrylic painting. It says under light, still shadow, film set, memorabilia, 3D painting. I guess we'll save this for the last. So I'll unbox it later. Let me put this here. And let me take out this first. Ooh, it looks very nice. This is the, I believe, is the main Blu-ray disc. As you probably have known, that my favorite character in this game is Nian, so I'm pretty glad that they heavily featured Nian in all their artworks. Okay, there seem to be 2 layers of stuff here. Let us unbox the first layer. This is the Blu-ray disc. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I guess that wasn't the Blu-ray disc. This is the signature board. The shape has deceived me. But anyway, I guess here are the signature boards. Here. There's the director Nian and Disney theme Amia and Cyberpunk Texas and I guess 007 inspired. I actually don't know what his name. I think I believe his skill is golden sword. It's like silver ash slash, but it's golden. But I don't know his name. And then we have Dusk. She. Well, at this, I have these two. Also, the Texas one is very red. It also comes with this little piece of plastic or paper. I believe this is for stand. This is probably a stand for standing them up. Let me try it out now. Yup, it's made of paper. And I guess I'll open one up and just I guess I'll open the Texas one. There. And to fold it into, I guess you don't have to be very precise, just kind of make a little shape and you slot it in, and there. Yep, you can display it like that. I guess we'll put this right here. Oh my god. As well. Okay, on to the next layer. Seems like most of the goodies are here. This right here is the sticker sets. This is one of the most this is one of the most highly anticipated sticker set by me because it's mostly neon, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's tight. Oh, it's very tight. I'm afraid I'll tear the plastic container. I just ripped the bag out. Oh my god. Okay. So here are the stickers. Let's go through them. Oh, they're also stored in another packet, which is stickered onto this little stage-like piece of packaging. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway. You see, the packaging is a little stage. And it's supposed to look like that. Let's go over the stickers. This is neon. Ah! Oh no, I guess I was bamboozled. I thought this was mostly neon. There is only one neon. And the other stuff are just, oh, okay, this is she, this is dusk. I guess we also have Mudrock. Who the fuck is this? Are these people even in the game? Who even is this? Okay, this is Ayafera. Uh, is this Texas? This is Hoshiroma? I forgot her name. This one is Silver Ash sister. Who is this? Emiya? No idea. And no idea. So I guess the only ones that's of value to me is a single piece of sticker, the Nian's one. Well, bamboozled. On to the next section. This is the invitation card. This packaging is also like a little stage, if you can see that. I believe this is the same pose as the sticker, isn't it? Yeah, they are the same pose. Okay, open it up. So you see, I really enjoyed last year's concert because one, I was still playing the game. Second, it was actually pretty good. It was mostly pre-recorded, but I thought maybe that's for the best. Because the year before and this year's concert, I've watched them all, and the years before and this year's are not as good as last year's, especially with the return of the offline in real life concert of this year. I don't think. I believe some of the elements that they lean heavily on during last year's concert, like the 3D animation and virtual, all the virtual stuff, was good touch. They should have kept it. Anyway, this is the invitation card. Okay, I guess this is just going to be another one of those you get one card per theme. So let's see. This is the Nian's titular card, and this is the Disney's knockoff with Amiya, and this is She or Dusk theme. Also, I will also add She's 3D animation, Dusk 3D animation is the best highlight of the show from last year. And I guess this is the cyberpunk one. Kind of overwhelming if you ask me. Like, what do I do with this? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what I would do with this. Anyway, let's continue. This is the little trinket, acrylic trinket. Not sure what it's for yet. What? What the Huh? Okay, from the looks of it, this is literally just uh, sort of like a camera frame, or for your viewing. Like you can frame something, and then you will have the recording and ambience synesthesia and all the logos here. I guess that's it. Is that really it? That's really it. Hold on. I'm convinced there's more to it. Okay. I guess there's there are two different frames. Hold on. Wait a second. Maybe this is supposed to work with. Okay, so you see, this thing has 3 layers of acrylics, and in the second layer of the acrylic, there's a little hole in here, and now I'm thinking maybe I can put the card here or the stickers here. But it doesn't fit. It doesn't really fit. Ah, let's put this aside for now. Maybe we'll figure out what it's for later. Finally, we have the PET film. Wow, it has some volume to it. Here it says Nian Filming Studio. Look at the width of it. Trying to find the end of the tape, end of the film. Is this actually a film or a tape? I'm not really sure right now. Okay, I think this might be a tape. Oh, it's still a film, but it was taped up. Let me give you a better look. Does it repeat? I think it repeats. What the fuck? What's the point if it repeats? What's the point if it repeats and you give me a bunch of it? Like they've given me a whole tape worth of film. There's no adhesive under here. Like, what's the point? What is this for? Who is this for? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Now I am even more confused about what to put inside here. Like, what? What? Huh? Okay, I think I'll take a break and maybe look this stuff up on the internet and try to figure out what this are all about. Hi, okay, I'm back. So apparently, according to some other people's comments on the internet, this little frame is supposed to hold this film tape thing. And I'm not really sure why why this tape thing is so long. But anyway, I think supposedly you're supposed to cut off a portion of this film tape thing and then insert it into the frame, so you can choose between your characters. So let's do that now. And obviously I'm going to choose Nian. Okay. So here's Nian. Okay. Here's the cutoff. And now we will see if it will fit the frame thing. Here's the frame. It does fit. So that's what it's about. That's what it's for. Let me just stick this. Also, I believe, never mind. They could have included a little bit of instruction or hint in the box though. So there, it's done. A little neon acrylic dangly thingy. I guess it looks alright. I would have preferred the looks of the chibi sticker thing, but I guess this is alright as well. Anyway, this is the thing. And on to the next thing. So also from some googling, I realized that the actual Blu-ray disc has been hiding in plain sight all along. It's actually not inside these two trays, but it's inside here. The TV tray, the CD tray. It's so hard to get out. Okay, there we go. Wow, they even put a ribbon on it. "4K Ultra HD". It's a nice little touch that they put it in the CD tray of the TV box packaging thing, but sometimes people would miss it. Okay, let's see. So it includes the concert itself, which is 122 minutes long, and the behind the scene, which is 6 minutes long, and some specials, I presume, that are just mere seconds long. The disc art is, I believe, also the acrylic painting art. There's no manual, no nothing, no pamphlet. Seems kind of cheap. Anyway, let's put this back here. On to the final, on to the main event of the day. The acrylic painting art. So I guess it's supposed to look like this in the end. has a sheet of foam on top. And a bunch of acrylic platings. I think this might be the single most largest set of acrylic stands I'm ever going to build, because as you see, most of the acrylic stands are just a single piece of character art. At most, there's a little bit of decoration, side decoration. I've never seen an acrylic stand with so many components. Let's get started. Wow, there are so many pieces. Let's count how many pieces there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Including the bottom plate, there's total of 9 acrylic plates. What the fuck? There's scratch marks on here. I don't know if you can see that. There's fucking scratch mark on here. The fuck? This is pretty unacceptable. And there's no film to peel. This isn't scratch mark on a protective film. This is literally just scratches on the actual acrylic. What the fuck? Off to a bad start, I see. So let's start from the back. I see this should be the backmost plate. The slots aren't very snappy either. There's a little gap between the stick and the slot. You see? It doesn't fit all the way in. I'm not sure if it's intended or not. If it's intended, then it's bad taste. If it's not, it's just bad work. Okay, so the background is done. I see there are a few more pieces of background. Like this is Texas and a piece of castle, and this is the dude with some scaffolding. Not sure which goes front. I would assume the castle would be on the further side, shouldn't it? Because it should be like this. The scaffolding will cover the lower side of the castle. The quality isn't very high. Oh, now this one goes all the way in. That one just went all the way in. So we know it's possible for them to go all the way in. Okay, that one go all the way in too. Okay. Second layer down. Let me make sure that this is indeed a third layer. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if it's secure enough. It feels so flimsy. And acrylics cracks a lot. Anyway, I think that's third layer down. It's already a little bit heavy. As you can see. I'm also a bit upset that they just gave us a transparent bottom plate. If this is supposed to be a painting, 3D painting, they should have given us a painted bottom plate. Now what's next? This is the camera. And I'm not entirely sure what is this. Oh, I think this is the... What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so next is obviously, next is Amia, but the slot here is on the right, on the left, but the Amia it's supposed to go on the right, so there must be something wrong. And I can already see where it went wrong. Because you know, the bottom plate doesn't indicate which way is up. So I thought this was up, and it turns out that this is the bottom. So I guess I'll have to do it all over again. This is pissing me off. Oh my god! Did anything break? Hopefully not. Otherwise I'll be mad. Okay. Okay. So let's start from the front this time. Let's make sure everything is in the correct order. So the foremost thing should be the camera, like here. So this should go here. Yeah. And then Nian should go in the middle. Yeah. And then Xi will go to the side. And then her decoration goes to the side of her. And then it's Amia. And then the three background. Okay, this should work. This should work. It's still very much a tight fit. Very, very tight fit. There's no snapping, there's no locking, no anything. And the cracks of acrylics just scares me. Really afraid I'm going to break something. Literally terrified right now. That one went in perfectly. See, from the side you can see, for some reason, some plate goes in very deep, but some plate just won't go in. I guess that's just bad quality. You see, from the this side too. Yeah. See that? Yeah. Okay. Amia. So this is 3 layers down. Background mostly done. Okay, that one went in like very snugly. Very satisfied. Okay, so that's Amia. Oh, this one is a tight fit too. What on earth? Okay, that's dusk's decoration. Okay, we are in the home stretch. Almost there. Now, dusk. Okay, now one went in pretty easily. Here's the current look. Now, Nian, start the show. Oh, the creaks. Ah. The creaks are killing me. For some reason, this one went in completely. Not sure if that's supposed to happen. But anyway, it did happen. And I'm too afraid to pull it out. Anyway, here it is. Finally, the camera. Oh, the camera went in like a piece of cake. That was the most easily. That was the easiest one to went in. Okay, so there you have it. The 3D acrylic painting. Harder to assemble than I assumed. Compare it with the reference art. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I'll accept it. Just a little bit of minor adjustment. Alright, it is done. It is done. There. Let's put it back to the TV and see what it looks like. Oh wait. Actually, they should have given us some LED light strip on top of here, so that you can illuminate the thing. So there's the completed work of the acrylic painting. Ah, I will not be wanting to do this again. I'm not going to buy this year's concerts Blu-ray box anymore because I don't play the game anymore, and I don't like the game's stuff anymore. And besides, this year's main this year's featured character is W, and I have no love for W. So I guess that's it. I'll have to find a place to display this. This is not no ordinary acrylic stand, so I will have to. It will have to take a while to find a place to display this. Yeah, like this wouldn't work. Anyway, this is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.